Hi there, this is Catherine. Thanks you for listening to my SEO Tips micro podcast. So, before we get into today's SEO tip, I just wanted to share with you the ways you can support the podcast if you're enjoying all the tips and finding them useful. So, you can send me a donation at buymeacoffee.com/Catherine W. Ong, O-N-G, and that's Catherine with a K. Any and all levels of donation are appreciated. It will help me offset the cost of producing the podcast. So, that's buymeacoffee.com/KATHERINEWONG. I'd also encourage you to subscribe to our email list to make sure you're not missing any future episodes or any other news about the SEO Tips podcast. And to do that, you'd go to wostrategies.com/newsletter. Okay, on with today's tip.
Let's talk about how to create copy that's screen reader friendly and SEO friendly. Hello, and thanks for listening to SEO Tips today. Today, I'm going to talk about how to write copy that's friendly for a screen reader. And most of the time when you're optimizing for a screen reader, you're also optimizing for search engines. So here is the list. 1, use descriptive headings. This is also super helpful if you're optimizing for a page for ranking purposes, as Google will also use those headings for quote fraggles or the micro answers within your text that often answers a searcher's question. They won't pull those through unless your headers are optimized. 2, write descriptive link text. This is also helpful for the search engines because Google will use the clickable part of the link and the text around the link in understanding the page to which you're sending the bot. 3, provide your information in a list format if the information you're providing makes sense in a list. I always tell my clients that if they're writing a sentence with multiple commas, they should just flip it to a list. If you're going to provide information in a list, make sure to use the li tag. The li or the ul markup is helpful to Google as it needs that markup to pull your information through as a featured snippet if the featured snippet that's ranking is in a list format. 4, provide the most important information at the top of the page, and often this also helps you rank for a featured snippet. 5, write short, succinct alt text for your images. Google uses the alt text captioning the page title and the file name when understanding your picture. And the alt text should literally describe your image, not something else. 6, when typing out hashtags that are combinations of words, make sure to capitalize the first part of each word. The screen reader can then read it as distinct words instead of one, all smushed together. And here's an example. You want to type it like this: hashtag capital D, digital, capital M, marketing. Not like this, hashtag digital marketing. 7, write your paragraphs with a who, what, when, where, why first. This also works best for people, all of us, who are reading web copy and scanning quickly. 8, write descriptive page titles. This also helps in Google search because, as I mentioned before, Google is going to use that page title as the label in Google search for your image on the page, and it's a tiny ranking factor. 9, use tables for tabular data. Make sure you use that HTML table formatting. This will also help you rank when Google's looking for tabular data in a featured snippet. 5, if you're writing a page with long content, add a table of contents at the top and then link with anchors to the headers within the text. A table of contents not only helps Google find the information and present the answers to the searchers, fraggles like I previously mentioned, but it also supports users visiting your site if they're using screen readers. Oh, and one more bonus tip. Always provide a way to suppress the autoplay. Otherwise, this can be a painful experience for your users, as a screen reader will talk along as the video is playing and the audio of the video is playing. So there you go. Those are the top 10, 11 ways to adjust how you write copy to be more accessible for screen readers and Googlebot. Thanks for listening. Come back tomorrow for another SEO tip.